Ladies and gentlemen, this is September.
It's been a whole year. We made it.
Unbelievable.
September 2024. Here we are.
Where does the time go?
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Another summer over.
All done.
Another whole year.
Crazy.
Pretty much, yeah.
Here we are. The moment some of you have been waiting for. Others, maybe you've been waiting for a vacation from us, and you're taking it now. I don't know. You still hear that from time to time. I don't believe it.
About this month, too?
Yeah, you hear it about everything. I think people just like to give us a hard time.
Heard it during the Kiss run.
These are the same people who complain that Satriani isn't playing Eddie Van Halen's guitar parts exactly on the current Best of All Worlds tour. Just nothing could make these people happy.
Yeah, they'll never be happy.
They won't.
But here we are. Welcome to Pot of Thunder, the recognized symbol of excellence in rock and roll podcasting, brought to you by patreon.com/Pot of Thunder. Oh, man. This week, we're running a special.
What is it?
$25. I'm pulling it out for you. Yep. There you go. $25.
So
I'll do whatever you want with it.
His
Custom video.
Wow.
His workplace is seeping into his podcasting approach.
I'm starting to hear what some of these people are earning, and can't help but be curious. So
Yeah, no shit, man. And all you got to do, pull it out.
pull it out.
It's like a guitar player going to see Joe Satriani and being like, I could do better up on there
right,
now.
exactly.
Yeah, that would be a problem. All that would happen is a couple people would be horrified and my life would be ruined and I would make no money.
That's it.
But other than that, there's no downside.
I don't care. I'll show it to anybody anyway. It doesn't make a difference. I'll show it for free if you ask me. Tap me on the shoulder.
Well, people watching can't see. He's showing it to us now.
I'm showing it all the time.
He's got the linen pants on. They come off easily.
That's right.
He spills a little water on a strategic spot.
You can see right through
you
these.
can see everything.
Yeah. Clear pants.
Even turns the light off, gets the black light out. It's amazing.
Yeah, you can click my affiliate code for some clear pants that I'm selling.
Right. Exactly.
Oh,
now you're getting it, Andy.
Yep.
Now you're getting it.
Yep, bits and pieces. That's how everybody else is doing it, right? They're making money from multiple streams of income, apparently.
That's how you got to do it. You got to cast a wide net.
I guess so. But, well, you know who I am. But let's find out together with a throwback from, 30-something weeks ago. Let's see. Which one is it?
Andy Jones producing, ratings never fall. Andy Jones live stream, best dressed one of all.
Nicely done. Nick is reliving it.
I am.
Nick's having a war flashback as he's listening to a song he did half a year ago.
That's another one I have no recollection of. These flashback themes. It's how many we've had, and I just can't remember anything. What's the source material?
That's Andy Warhol by David Bowie.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
It's kind of, with the acoustics, it's got kind of a Violent Femmes vibe to it.
Yeah, I could hear that.
I probably even mentioned that when it was played for the first time. I just have zero recollection of it.
Well, something you won't be forgetting.
But I wish I could.
You wish you could.
Wish you could forget before it happens.
Yeah, let's see. Let's get this camera in the right position here. Oh, this is going to be good. Look at this man. He's caped up.
Commencing his way across the broadcast studio.
Jesus
Christ. Nick Pollock has entered the program. Nick, you surprised us again.
There was a reason for that.
There was.
Yes. Considering the theme of the month.
Really?
What, just to spread your groin as wide as possible? I can see that.
That was my interpretation of the mating dance of a peacock spider, which I believe fits very well with this month's theme.
Yeah, but where did you come up with this idea?
My son does it.
He does the peacock spider
He
dance.
does the peacock spider dance.
Is that from something, or did he learn that on like
I think
National
he
Geographic
just
or school
saw it
or
on
something?
some video with just showing the spiders.
Mating.
And then, well, they weren't mating.
It was the pre-mating seduction
That's the dance, the
routine.
seduction
It
dance.
was the dance. And then I did a little looking into stuff like that. Found some interesting facts.
Let's hear
But,
something.
and I'm experiencing this right now. The energetic costs of some animals' mating rituals.
Yeah, you're a little out of breath.
I am. Crouching down like that.
That was a lot.
Apparently there is a large bird called, where was it? The greater sage grouse.
Okay.
It needs to gain weight before the courtship period, and then it loses it afterwards because it's visited by up to 70 females.
Jeez.
And it has to do a strut display
For all of them.
It says 6 to 10 times per minute it's up there strutting.
This is a great bird. Or whatever, peacock
And it has
spider.
to put
bird
on
spider.
weight to do this?
Because the energy that he's exerting throughout the mating ritual. If he didn't pack on extra pounds ahead of time, he'd run out of gas.
So it's kind of like it's like a Michael Phelps thing where he has to consume like 12,000 calories a day to just fuel the machine that is Michael Phelps.
Yeah,
It's the same thing.
I remember when Usain Bolt was in the Olympics and they talked about how many chicken McNuggets he was eating every day of the Olympics. I thought, well, if it works for him, certainly it'll work for me as I sit at my desk all day. So let's try it. I felt inspired.
Order you a 20-piece and get ready to take on 70 women who are lined up for you. See how that works out.
Well,
70 females.
70 females.
You think
visit?
You think there would be more even numbers with the genders of peacock
I don't
spiders?
know that all 70 mate with the male. I think they
it's
come
like
around to kind of
weed them out
to kind of say, hey, maybe do I want some of this
or some of that? So they watch several dances.
Window shopping.
Okay,
all right, that makes sense.
So tune in next week for another mating dance.
I like that idea. Every week, a new animal's mating dance.
I've got one ready for next week.
You got to be careful, though, man. You're going to hurt yourself.
Yeah, you are.
I was watching it. I'm like, a groin is going to snap right before my very eyes.
Well, Nick, I'm glad you're okay.
Knock on wood.
Safe, back on the couch. And to your immediate left, ladies and gentlemen, you want them. We got them.
Can have it every day, yeah. I can have it. Get out of my way, yeah. Fuck you.
Put your hands together for the breakout star of the podcast medium.
Right.
Chris L's in the house. It's Pot of Thunder. September. September. Here we go. Oh, man. It's my choice. We're going to be, of course, bypassing. I didn't even look. Maybe I should look just in case if this song is on the listener submission list. But
You'd be surprised sometimes.
yeah, I'll take a double look-see here just to make sure while we're chatting. But in the meantime, Nick walked over and dropped a brick. It appears to be a foil brick. So let's find out.
Who wants to eat dainties? Who wants to eat baked treats with me?
No, not on the listener submission list. This artist has no songs featured here, but
Do you have your treat over there?
I do. No, I got it. Yeah, Nick dropped it off.
All right.
Nick dropped it off. Was that during your dance? How did you do that?
I think he did. He must have. I didn't even see
It's all part of the dance.
Usually I'm
mating
willing to
dance.
pass it over, but he never takes me up on it.
Leaving foil wrapped goodies is
Hey, that works.
part of the dance.
So it appears to be some type of cheesecake rectangle.
It is. It's the recipe that
Like a guava on it?
my mom is pretty well known for. It's her cheesecake recipe. I did I think it's a bit detectable. I probably have to add more next time. I reserved some of the batter after I poured most of it in, and I added a bunch of strawberry quick to it.
That's what it is.
So are you picking that up? Like the smell?
I didn't eat it yet. I just saw the little bit of pink on the top.
Yeah, it's the color really just kind of dulled.
Mm-hmm.
I guess food coloring probably would have helped with that, but and I don't think it's very strongly represented in the flavor, but maybe you guys will have a different opinion.
We'll be the judge of that.
Subtle
You
tip
said
of
strawberry quick.
I put strawberry quick in some of the batter.
Now, is that what your
Tried
mom does, or are you going rogue on
I went
that
rogue
shit?
on that because
Nick always goes rogue. To some degree.
To some degree, I can't.
Yeah,
help
just
myself.
ask his right groin about that.
Yeah, that right groin did not sign up
Jesus
for that.
Christ.
I hope today's song is the Sam Malone rap from when he was the sportscaster.
The groin injury
Yeah.
one. That's funny.
So what's the original recipe again?
It's just a cheesecake recipe.
Okay, and then you ramped it up with strawberry quick.
Yeah, but I don't think I put enough in. But if you guys detect it and it's good, then it's up to you.
Now, is there something special about your mom's recipe, or is it just a well-made cheesecake?
It's a very well-made cheesecake. Hers, when she makes it, she does a sour cream kind of a topping on it. I didn't have the ingredients to pull that off with the time I had, but
Specifically, you didn't have any sour cream.
well, yeah, you mix it with a couple of things, but yeah, I didn't have enough sour cream.
Okay.
Truth
All
be
right.
told.
That'll get you.
Truth be told. Yeah.
But hers used to always.
Andy, do you remember this cheesecake?
I do.
It was always the hit of the bake sales when we were in school.
The St. Casimir bake sale. Big deal. It
So
was a hit.
how many of these cheesecakes did she have to make for that?
Ooh, I wonder.
I'm going to say quite a bit.
Yeah, she made several.
She would make like, what is that called? A sheet pan or whatever. Several of those in a square. Didn't she for those bake sales, I
So
think?
you just sell these squares, not entire cakes?
Yeah, it would be just
Yeah,
cut
it's-
out, just
All right.
by the slice.
By the
but-
slice or whatever. By the, not even, whatever you call this rectangular deal. By the piece. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah, so it's
You get it.
I get it.
It's a cheesecake. I don't think I did it quite as. I don't think I did it justice, but you guys could be the judge.
Cheesecake is appropriate for the month. Do you think the listeners need a refresher on what September is?
Yeah,
I think
of course.
they always.
A quick one. It's my stock write-up about it. September is a special month of shows devoted to songs of horniness that would undoubtedly earn the endorsement of the legendary sex symbol Tom Jones.
Okay. That's good. I had to listen again just to make sure that my choice fit into that box, fit those parameters, and I think it does.
Now, you kicked something out shortly before coming over here tonight. Is that where you're going with?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Now,
I thought that was just to throw us off of the scent.
yeah.
Nope.
You claim that you made this pick today, the day of this recording.
I made this pick at whatever time I told you. Within the past, let me look real quick here. Within the past hour and a half, within the past 90 minutes, accidentally stumbled upon the fact that this was a song, and I'm going to add, I'm going to do you one better. What the hell? I'm going to do you one better and tell you
October.
that I've never heard this song, and I don't need to hear it.
But how did it come on your radar, and why do you think it would work for the theme?
Because I was going to pick a different song by this artist, and then I was just quickly looking at a Wikipedia search
Yeah.
and saw some other titles of singles. And
So it's a single.
yeah.
Okay.
And came across one, and I'm like, I can't not do it.
Because I was just thinking, if you hadn't listened to it, you could get an 8-minute instrumental or something.
No. So I looked, I looked to make sure it was on Apple Music.
You dug
I
into
looked
it
at
a
it.
little bit.
I played about 5 seconds to just hear the tempo. I don't know any of the lyrics, and I don't know what the vocal sounds like.
This is exciting.
Yeah, I like this.
I was like, as long as the tempo suits the month, it's going to work. And it did, so I turned it off. I'm like, I don't need to hear it. There's lyrics. I'm not...
Andy's forging new frontiers here.
But it's the same artist you were originally thinking about going with.
Yeah, I was debating this one.
All right. I like this.
I love it.
It's on my short list. And I just was like, oh, I thought there was an interesting factoid about this character, and I went to go look at his Wikipedia because I couldn't exactly remember it, and then the whole research was derailed when I saw the title of this song existed, and I didn't even find the factoid I was thinking about. So,
well, let's get at it then. I'm stoked for it.
Yeah,
built up some nice suspense. Although the people in our live chat are going to learn it along with the rest of us, but people tuning in on Monday, Labor Day here in the States, and apparently also up in Canada. I did not know that.
I didn't either. We probably learned that before, and I don't remember it.
Yeah, I didn't know that, those
it's not
holidays synced up.
It's not the type of information that you can expect to stick with anybody.
That's true.
It's
There's only so much to remember.
And that's not gonna boot anything that's already in there.
Literally nothing is leaving my brain for Canada has Labor Day too.
Right.
Sorry, friends.
It bounced off.
I didn't know anybody worked up in Canada. That was a news flash to me. I just thought they got free health care and drank Molson and Labatt all day long.
Yeah,
but
it's a nice life.
But no, those people are they've seen the title of it going into the episode. So yeah, let's hear it. I want to hear this.
All right, without any further ado, let's turn the microphone over to Chris Jericho.
All right, Hamel. This one's called
Horny.
Off of
Return of the Mack
by the band
Mark Morrison.
Okay, so I don't know Mark Morrison, but is this is the title cut the Return of the Mack, the one that you know it? Yeah. That we've all probably at least heard.
He's the original artist of that.
Yep,
Mark Morrison.
Mark Morrison
did Return of the Mack. I didn't know that. I thought it was like Isley Brothers.
It's probably a totally different song with the same title. Mark Morrison's version is his own, but it's from 1996.
Oh, okay.
I don't know anything about this Mark Morrison, but it says he's British. Okay. I didn't know who sang this song. I always got a vibe, like one of the vocal parts that I'd heard several times before reminded me of CeeLo.
Okay.
And I thought, is CeeLo on that song? Like, what is this? No, apparently it's a German-born British R&B singer.
He's a German-born British singer.
Born in West Germany. So he's okay.
He's all right. He's on the good side?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what his deal was. Well, so this is 1996. What did he do? I know he had some legal trouble, and I want to say there was something where he had a sibling do performances as him because he had legal trouble and couldn't get to certain places.
Wow.
So he had a lot going on.
That's who was the comedian?
Gallagher?
Yes.
Gallagher had his brother do
it, and then they ended up turning on each other. There should be a movie about that. That's got everything.
Now's the time. He's gone.
And someone wins an Oscar.
Yeah. I don't know how you could.
So I know I've heard a song "Return of the Mack."
Mm-hmm.
I just always assumed it sounded like the Isley Brothers to me. I never really knew who did it. How did this guy enter your consciousness? I'm not aware of this guy at all.
I think just hearing this song from when it was out, I don't know. I'm going to say it was one of those inescapable songs at the time. I don't know.
I don't remember it from back then.
No?
I remember. I'm looking up stuff right now. I remember it from there were commercials. It said Burger King, McDonald's,
yeah. Oh, the Burger King commercial is great.
Yeah,
that was when they brought back mac and cheese. I think.
Is that what it was?
Return of the Mack commercial.
See, and I don't remember the song.
And the King was like in in the commercial.
Your buddy, the King.
I met the King one time on Michigan Avenue. He threw a wallet at me, and Arturo and Joseph.
I remember hearing that story.
Amazing occurrence. That was when they were doing Burger King's reverse pickpocketing promotion.
Oh, that's
where
right.
Where the King was walking around the city throwing wallets at people.
That's brilliant. And didn't you say that there was there was a
$5 bill? There was the King's driver's license. There was a gift card for Burger King. Yeah, they did the whole thing.
That's why they're still around.
Somehow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're next on the list.
Yeah, enough things are getting axed around here lately.
When you'll hear 10 region Burger Kings suddenly closed.
Well, the one
overnight.
near us is terrible. And we've talked about that recently. It is absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, unfortunately. But I did go there once not that long ago. We talked about it. Whatever the last time we talked about Burger King on the show, I went there the next day.
Of course.
And it had been years before
Couldn't get
that.
it out of his
Couldn't
head.
get it out. And it was actually better than I remembered. But of course, I drive through only. I didn't dine in.
No, you don't go in there. Nobody. That's not what you do.
You can't go in there.
No, I swear I did not know Return of the Mack was a relatively recent song. I thought it was like 70s Isley Brothers, which I guess is a compliment to this guy. You know, have that retro sound, almost like a precursor to like the Bruno Marses and the.
I wonder if we're thinking of different songs, though. I don't know how retro
I only know the part from the commercial. It
Return of the Mack.
could be a retro
Maybe.
song based on that.
I know, but the drum sound is very
go
90s.
Return of the Mack.
Yeah. So
Return of the Mack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the
Okay,
song. It
okay.
just to me sounded like 70s Isleys.
So
Okay.
I don't know if this is an advertisement for this particular song that Andy chose, or if it's the single cover.
that's what did it for me, Nick.
Is that what did it?
Yeah.
The cover of Horny.
Yeah, he's standing there, and
Oh,
there
yeah,
are four.
like
I'm assuming mostly nude women, strategically covering parts of
sitting in
themselves.
those like 70s vinyl chairs.
Oh, Andy's bringing it up for us here.
Trying to get it here.
Yeah, so that must be the
Kind of reminiscent of the original cover of Jimi Hendrix Electric Ladyland of nude women. Full nudity on that cover that obviously didn't make it out.
There
to market.
were some regrettable album covers of the '60s, particularly
Well,
the '60s.
Yeah.
Why is it so tiny? Come on, Mark.
Either way, he's got a cigarette too,
Yeah.
and he looks like
So-
Dennis Rodman in
so
this
we're-
picture.
So were you gonna go with Return of the Mack?
I was going to, yeah.
That would have been good. But
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. But this, yes. But I mean, as I described the month, I mean, this one absolutely fits because of the title.
Yeah.
This is great. This is going to be a new discovery for everyone in this room. I don't know about anybody else out there, but
Probably everybody. I don't know. I looked it up. It said this was a hit to some extent overseas.
I mean, it was a single
I want to say it was a number one. And
released just before Christmas, 1996.
that's good.
Um,
Hold on.
chart position is what you're looking up. It was number one, the UK hip hop R&B.
That's it. Okay. So there it is.
Also charted in Sweden, Scotland, New Zealand, the Netherlands, Germany, and Finland.
Jeez.
United States apparently did not catch on.
Well,
as
maybe
we-
today.
yeah. As we talked about, the mid-'90s were an odd time here in the States musically.
Yeah.
So
Horny. Like, come on.
I only know one other song called that, and I forgot the guy's name who sang it. Andy and I saw it live.
Oh,
It was at
jeez.
the Fireside Bowl during their, what was it called, Pain Fest?
Is that what it was? I know what you're talking about.
Some guy sang a song called Horny.
That's right.
That was probably never heard again.
That was probably a one-off. For a
So this
special
would be
occasion.
a much better known song by this title.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear it because I just know the few seconds of Return of the Mack. I know nothing else about this guy. So
Well,
Moan and Groan is another one of his song titles. I just saw blink up there.
okay.
I guess cruising his other song titles would be
Cooped Up. That's good. There we go. Here's his album. This is what we're looking for. Look at that album cover. He's just sitting in an all leather outfit in a suede chair, holding up handcuffs.
Yeah, this guy's like venturing into R. Kelly territory.
Yeah. Let's see what else is on here. Though.
Get high with me. Let's get down.
Yeah.
Tripping.
always like the interludes on these albums.
Yeah.
Is this one of those?
There's
got
one.
one
on
of
there.
the beginning.
There isn't more R. Kelly sort of similarities.
This is a quick one, though. 3 minutes, 1 second.
Hey, I didn't realize that, but hey, it's a real song. Good enough for me.
Got
Perfect title.
Multiple mixes of crazy on here. So, yeah.
Oh, this is, look at this.
Oh, geez.
This is a maxim. What is this
the-
called? A
this-
maxi. 70 songs.
This must have been the 25th anniversary
Yeah,
edition.
we're going to this version, the 13-song version, just in case. I don't want any remixed version.
There are a lot of
we
remixes
don't-
on the single when it came out.
I don't want.
we don't want the
I don't want
radio,
radio
edit.
edit. No, go
absolutely not. No. Go back to the 3, because the radio edit is 1 second shorter
That's no
than
good.
the other thing.
We don't want to miss
Something's
that 1
going
second.
on in that 1 second that couldn't make it onto the radio,
Had
and
to
I
be
want to
gone.
hear it.
Okay.
Moan and groan. That's
Why
how
is
you
this
go.
guy in jail? David McCowan asks. We're gonna have to look that up.
He tried to get a firearm onto an airplane.
Okay.
Which I've done.
intentionally, or did he claim he forgot it in his bag?
Oh, I don't
or-
know.
you don't know?
Which I've done numerous times, and they never really bothered me.
Served 3 months in jail just as his hit song "Return of the Mack" began rising up the U.S. Billboard charts.
3 months. Jeez.
Then he failed to appear in court.
That ain't good.
That's
No,
no good.
that's never
Choosing to instead fly to Barbados.
That is good.
That's good. Yeah.
He was
Was he
arrested.
extradited?
Arrested and remanded into custody upon his return to the UK.
Why would he return to the UK if he knew that he had skipped out on a court date? That's stay in Barbados, man.
Yeah. Brawl. Oh my gosh. Convicted in part of a brawl that had resulted in a fatality. Jeez.
Jesus.
Mark, what are you
This guy
doing?
is the British R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh my, it doesn't get much better if you read more.
Paid a lookalike to perform his court-appointed community service. This guy's great.
That's a master stroke.
While Morrison himself went on tour.
So he wasn't
Just
hiding.
at home.
Oh,
He was-
this guy's great.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's got it all figured out. Love it.
yeah, I remember reading this stuff years ago and being fascinated. Converted to Islam in
This
prison.
guy will not appear in court, from what I'm seeing. He just simply refuses time after time.
driving without a license.
It's kind of like
several
you
times.
with the Columbia House thing. You're just like going to wear them down till they finally give up
yeah,
and just
playing-
say, okay, we're done with
Playing
this guy.
chicken with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 2002, Morrison was arrested on suspicion of kidnapping and car theft.
Jeez.
Yeah. Policeman was later arrested on suspicion of taking a bribe from Morrison. Jeez. That's trouble.
Speaking about the movie material, come on now.
Yeah, this guy's great.
Biopic.
Loving this guy.
And that's not even part of his personal life.
Yeah, we didn't even get to that yet.
Well, let's, I don't know.
Yeah.
We could talk all night about this guy, it sounds like.
In 2020, he considered challenging the mayor of, I'm going to say it wrong, I can't do it.
That
Leicester. But his bid ended in September 2022. Everybody, this guy, Afro Man, everybody wants to run for office.
I don't know why. What do people,
I
other than promoting yourself,
I remember
what are you gonna
reading-
get out of it?
I remember reading a few years ago, Charles Barkley toyed with the idea that everybody wants to run for office.
Yeah. There's more money in it than restaurants, apparently. So,
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's not just the salary, right? It's what
it's
comes
an
with
ego thing, a power thing. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Lester.
All right.
There you go. Thanks, Bev. And Bev,
Thank you.
it's Bev's birthday tomorrow. Not as we're recording, but as this is released.
Happy birthday, Bev.
Happy birthday, Bev. Happy birthday.
Uh-oh, Andy's doing it.
It's the 3rd, right? Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Happy birthday, Bev. Hope you have a good one. This song is for you. I hope it's good. So
Your new favorite song?
Yeah.
Here it
It's,
is.
as you get older, you tend to get less horny. So we hope that doesn't happen to you.
yeah. All right. Well, let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with "Horny" by Mark Morrison.
Oh, oh,
already good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's about all I heard, and I said, "Yeah, this is gonna work."
Oh yeah, that'll
I'm
work.
getting a big Belle Biv DeVoe vibe production wise.
Appropriately enough, it's
Yeah.
Bev's nickname. Yeah, I think a slightly modernized or sort of spiffed up Belle Biv DeVoe. Belle Biv DeVoe was they were late '80s, weren't they?
I think.
Early 90s?
Yeah, I want to
Yeah,
say
they were before
by
this.
'96, I think they had declined.
I would say they must have had a decided influence on Mr. Morrison.
I'm sure.
Probably that whole genre. I mean, those guys were huge back in the day.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Massive success. The Poison and all the others.
The only song I've ever heard by Mark is "Return of the Mack," but I was always amused, not in an insulting way, just amused at the uniqueness of his voice. Like Nick said something about how it has a little bit of a CeeLo Green quality to it. So right off the bat, getting those oh-oh-ohs with his unique tone to his voice, I'm satisfied already.
I'm just going to say it again. It's Ronald Isley to my ears. Mr. Big, if you will.
Yeah,
That's a good thing.
Oh, it's a great
I'm
thing.
assuming
Are you kidding?
CeeLo definitely was influenced
By...
by Mr. Biggs.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I would have to think so.
Mr. Biggs, Ronald Isley predates the fucking Beatles, for Christ's sake.
Right.
The Twist and Shout is an Isley Brothers song that the Beatles covered. He's influenced everybody, I would think, who came after him, and that's, like I said, I today, as the saying goes, I was today years old when I realized that Return of the Mack is not an Isley Brothers song. So that's who it sounds like to me, and coming from me, and I would think from anyone else, it's a high compliment. One of the great vocalists of any genre in music history. Absolute brilliant vocalist.
Well, I just followed Mark Morrison on Instagram. We'll get into that later. All right, let's see what happens here, guys. We're gonna get whatever the opening lyrics are. I don't want to read ahead, so I didn't put them on the screen yet. But if we need them, I'll pull them up.
All right.
Come on, swing. Listen, girl. Drop your clothes on the floor and close the door. You know the score. Don't be shy. Fantasize.
This is great.
Oh yeah,
I'm loving this.
absolutely great.
I'm happy that I'm very happy with this
Yeah.
discovery.
Yes, absolutely. You made the right choice here.
Yeah.
Totally fits the theme. Absolutely. Drop your drawers to the floor is the opening salvo.
Can't be
Enough
mad about
said.
that. And close the door.
Yeah, right.
And just enjoy my nasty ride.
Oh man. Love this.
Wow.
I'm so happy.
Just
with it.
enjoy my nasty vibe.
Did he
That's
say
another
vibe
tease.
or ride?
I thought vibe, my nasty vibe.
I don't want to read ahead here. Hold on. It says right. I thought he said vibe too.
I thought he said ride.
Yeah, don't be shy. Fantasize all night and just enjoy my nasty. I look at that vibe. Let's go back. It's worth hearing
Well,
again.
I'm right, but that's okay.
Either one works, but I instantly heard vibe. But
Well, I need to hear it again, and I don't think anybody's going to be mad about it.
no, they're not.
And just enjoy my nasty ride.
Yeah, you're right. It's ride. But I heard vibe first.
Well,
I'm sticking with vibe.
He's putting forth a nasty vibe.
He
as well,
is.
If there's any consolation.
Absolutely, and he's encouraging people to enjoy it. What's not to enjoy about a nasty vibe?
Yeah, exactly. As long as it's in the right context, right? You know, then it's
plus,
great.
Nasty can mean a whole plethora of things.
Sure.
A wide spectrum of things that might appeal to somebody and might not appeal to other people. But it's kind of a wide swatch of possibilities there, falling under the nasty umbrella.
Did he say gets me or gots me?
I think he said you gets me horny.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, that's good. That's what we want.
This is what we wanted. This is good.
And bringing in the female backing singers to be crooning the title. Brilliant move. He's got to have some heavy hitting producers, right?
I would think so.
I looked it up and I forget their names. I'll go back to it, but it was a
great sounding musical track for sure. You know?
It was a pair of it was a production team. Cutfather and Joe. Let's see here. They've worked with Ace of Base,
Hit Factory,
Kylie Minogue.
There you go.
Wow. People who I'm guessing had bigger hits in the UK than I'm unfamiliar with right now. But I mean, apparently guys who had hits under their belt. So
yeah.
Well, you can tell these guys know what they're doing because this sounds great and checks all the boxes for something that would draw you in.
I said, you got me horny. Knocking boots all night long.
There it is, knocking boots, the 90s term. It was a great one.
All night long.
Didn't somebody straight up have a song called Knocking Boots?
Yeah, I
back in the
forgot
day?
who it was.
Stone Cold Knocking the Boots, I think, was the chorus.
Was it Bone Thugs, maybe? Or am
No,
I
they never.
missing
I don't
that
think they
totally?
ever got into that.
They didn't go that smooth.
H-Town
there
had
you
Knocking
go.
the Boots.
Okay, yeah. And what year was that?
93.
Yeah, the 90s were the Knockin' Boots decade.
That song's a bit of a jam, I will say.
That one is?
Yeah.
Knocking the Boots?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, well, again, with the title, Horny, Knockin' the Boots, how could it be bad? I mean, you'd really have to try to ruin a song with a title like that.
Set up and grind to the break of dawn. Oh, show you fine. I don't waste no time. No. Cause she knows I goes for my Get horny. I said,
Let me say I goes for mine.
Yeah. He said knocking boots all night long, said a bump and grind till the break of dawn. Show ya bod. I don't waste no time. No, because she knows I goes for mine.
I don't know if that's a break of dawn. I think that goes against the whole break of dawn claim.
That he goes for his?
Yeah.
Well,
Goes for his type, maybe? Who knows?
No, I think
Goes for what he wants? Who knows? Could mean a number of
I think
things.
it only means he's going for his own climax.
A selfish lover.
He wants.
Will.
He's gonna. What's the line again?
I goes for mine.
I goes for mine. That's what I'm getting from this.
All right.
He's celebrating with a victory lap for being a selfish lover.
Yeah.
The audacity of this man. Patting himself on the
Might
back.
not even be him who's with this woman. Might be his hired stand-in.
While he goes
Another
on tour.
R. Kelly similarity, which
That
I don't know
is.
if Andy ever told that story on the show. Did you ever tell that
I
one?
think so, but I don't know.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah. I don't know if Chris remembers that when R. Kelly was at the Playboy office.
I remember him being there, but
What I thought was so bizarre, but apparently this was a normal thing that other people have verified.
yeah, I remember this story
Yeah.
now.
So he rented the photo studio upstairs. I have no idea what he did. I don't think he made a video. I don't know what he was doing up
I
there.
don't remember either, but
There's-
it was on high security up there.
I don't think there was even any equipment there. I don't remember any.
He just wanted to hang out.
He just wanted to hang out. But I remember being like, okay, R. Kelly's here today.
Wait, did he do a celebrity photographer feature? Remember we were doing those back
Maybe
in the day?
he may have. I'm going to have to
I think
find
that
out.
might have been it.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
So, walking, to go get lunch or something, go to the bathroom. I'm like, oh, R. Kelly's over there. I could see him the way our office was. There's a lot of, like an atrium with a lot of space so you could see from a distance. I'm like, oh, there's R. Kelly. And he's got on a purple tracksuit. Oh, wait, no, there's R. Kelly. He's got a red tracksuit. There's R. Kelly. He's wearing a green tracksuit.
Right. He had several lookalikes.
He had
right?
several guys with him.
All of a sudden, it was the Thomas Crown affair.
Right. Yes. Exactly.
I'm like, okay, I don't know if this is I need decoys, or if you're gonna hang out with me, we're all getting the same thing in different colors, and we all have similar. Like, I think they all had braids in their hair. Like, they just have a similar vibe to them. Or if it's intentional, like for plausible deniability. How can you prove which one of us did that to you? I don't know.
Yeah, that's very. It's very interesting because it seems completely unnecessary. But what do I know?
But yeah, if you roll a few guys deep, maybe you just all get the same stuff, and you got the same. If you're paying the hairstylist by the hour, everyone's getting braids.
So you think there was no rhyme or reason to these guys? You think they just happened to be wearing the same kind of thing and looking similar?
I think it was a plan. Like,
yeah.
We're all wearing this brand, whatever, I don't know, brands of stuff, but we're all wearing this today.
Yeah.
So, you wear yours, you picked out this color. This is what we're doing today.
There's a whole world out there that this kind of thing, it necessitates this type of activity to take place. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. It's foreign,
or at
to
least
us.
it's felt by those in it that it's necessary.
Yeah, and I know some guys who did other stuff with him later, like interviews for cable news show or whatever, like those magazine shows, E.T. and Extra and stuff. And they said the same thing, that at his house it was just guys who looked exactly like him, dressed like him, but were not him.
What?
That's how he did it. So, and the other fun, while we're on the R. Kelly, one more fun thing. These guys would show up at whatever time they were supposed to be there, and R. Kelly would be like, nah, I don't feel like it. I'm going to go play basketball with my friends. And he would leave for like 6 hours and come back. These guys would be there for like an 18-hour day until he felt like doing the interview, which was going to be like 2 minutes on TV.
Right.
But they're like, okay, we're getting overtime, so whatever, R. Kelly. Go do your thing. We'll just wait in your house while you go play basketball with your friends and go to the mall or whatever.
Is that what
Yeah.
He would just go wherever?
Just whatever he felt like doing.
Go to Orland?
Yeah. I don't feel like doing this right now. I'm going to do some other stuff that I want to do. Oh, I wish I could say that and mean it. I want to go do what I want to do. All right, let's keep going.
You got me home, hey. I said, you got me home, hey.
Sounded like he was chewing on something at the end of that line. He had
He's trying to open a Laffy Taffy with his teeth.
He had a Slim Jim in the vocal booth with him.
Well, it's something we've talked about in previous Septembers, is when you get to the point where you're just uttering gibberish. It speaks to how aroused you are at any given moment, where you can't even, you're just barking out sounds and whatnot. So I think that's where he's at. He's definitely living up to the title of this one.
He's chewing some bark.
Right, yes.
Hey, Mark, you gotta know that my love is finger looking and it's ready to go. So be cool, baby, cause you know you got it going on. By the way you kick it, I bet you can last long. But hold on a minute, cause it ain't that easy to get me killer, cause I ain't no sleeping. So step correct, no need to sweat it. You can have the booty, but you gotta come and get it.
Roses are red.
Wow.
Right. They say roses are red.
He went right into poetry.
Yeah.
That ought to do it.
Yeah. When you hear that you could have it, you just got to come and get it, you immediately start reciting poetry.
I know how to do this.
It's like, okay, yes, I can get away with anything at this point. So here we go. Roses are red.
I don't know where this is going to go.
Yeah, those
You
lyrics,
can have the booty, you just got to come and get it.
those were not in here, huh? Those lyrics were not on the Yeah.
What, the female?
Yeah.
None of her lyrics are on
No,
there?
they're not on this list.
What's up with that?
Yeah. Oh, well.
Didn't she drop the you gotta come correct line in there somewhere?
I think she did.
That's another good phrase from the 90s I liked. Yeah, you better come correct.
I'ma get it.
Roses are red and violets are blue. Get on the floor, I wanna freak you. Roses are red and violets are blue.
He said so red. Backing vocal. That's awesome.
Get on the floor, I want to freak you.
On the floor, too.
Yeah.
Now, does that mean the dance floor or the floor?
well,
No, I think whatever they're standing on, just get on it because he wants to.
Next to the pool that's in the room at the Sybaris that they're currently staying at. That's I guess that's for years and years now. That's been the great double entendre of this style of music is a freak on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a trope in your world that we like to use?
I would say so, right?
Yeah. Doing it on the floor.
And just using the word freak for radio airplay.
Right, yeah. It works. Hey.
Red and violets are blue. Get on the floor.
There it is again, just uttering gibberish, you know? You can't even say I want to freak you anymore. He's really already too going to Lexington Steel style at that point. Yeah, that's the pinnacle of arousal. You can't even enunciate a word of the English language at that point.
This song's very production-wise, very rapid fire.
Yeah.
It's one after another. Like there's not any resting on its laurels. It's quick changes to the next thing.
That's true. There's not a lot of musical passages without a vocal.
No,
It's
just going for it.
yeah.
I said, you got me home. All the ladies get horny.
A little yodel in there.
Yeah, it just there's like 3 different backing vocal lines going on. And just, one of them is just like get horny, get horny, get horny. All the ladies get horny. I mean, when that drops at the club, forget it.
Yeah,
You better
it's
be
over.
ready.
See, I was kind of fearful we weren't going to get anything else since we got past, the couple verses and the little bridge section.
well,
Nope, we got something.
Again, not resting on its laurels.
No.
He gave us another gift.
Pushing further.
I said, you got me horny. I said, you got me horny. Yeah, you got me horny. All the ladies get horny. I said, you got me horny.
Ooh, a fade out too.
There's almost at times a Lionel Richie quality to his voice.
A little bit, yeah.
Wow.
Good observation there.
Nothing but great things to say about this guy. Listen to us.
Yeah, I can't come up with anything. I find no fault with this guy. His backstory, his various shenanigans he got involved in, sending imposters to appear at his court dates. I mean, how do you not tip your cap to that? I mean, that's like next level, just playing by your own rules. I mean, I apparently caught up to him more than once, but still, to even attempt that,
Yeah, that's bold.
is fucking awesome.
That's like that video of the guy. I think did Andy send it or Chris sent it a few months back, where the guy was on a call with court, and it was traffic violations and suspended license and all that. And he's talking to the judge, and he's saying, "Hold on, I'm parking."
Right. Yeah.
And the judge just can't believe it.
That he's driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he got the book thrown at him.
Oh yeah. Yes, he did.
So audacity sometimes doesn't pay off.
Right. You got to be smart about it, but still, I don't know how the ruse of the imposter got exposed, but just to do that is next level life. Brilliant move.
I'm looking at Mark Morrison's Instagram. He's got a 1 billion streams on Spotify post from a couple months ago.
Wow.
He's got some Return of the Mack merchandise in case you need a new hat. In case you lose your fuck you hat, you get a Return of the Mack hat and hoodie combo.
Hat and hoodie combo.
Yeah. That'd be nice for you. All right. Well, it's voting time. And since I brought this song to the show, I'm going to vote first, and I'm going to give it maybe the biggest Sweet Surrender of all time.
It's Sweet Surrender. Hell yes.
Man, what a pleasant surprise. I'm happy I came across this one. You know, like I said, in the last 90 minutes before we started the show today. Just saw it. Saw that photo with each woman with holding a letter or whatever it was, or a letter on the back of the chair.
Yeah.
Spelling out the word horny, that it was a single.
Yeah, that's a slam dunk right there.
Yeah. Listen for a couple seconds. I'm like, yep, this is going to work. I don't need to know anything else other than...
No, that's a beautiful thing.
Yep.
New discoveries are great on this show, especially when it happens in such, so close to go time.
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yep. As far as the song goes, I'm definitely adding this to my favorites. Going to be listening to this a lot on my own, driving to work, in traffic.
The
Gonna
whole
put me-
album,
yeah.
perhaps?
Yes, the whole album, but this song as well, just on a loop. I'm sure you'll be doing the same. Who wants to vote next?
I'll go next. I'll give it a Sweet Surrender as well.
It's Sweet Surrender. Hell yes.
At first I thought, okay, this could be this could go poorly, you know, because it didn't have to be. It didn't have to be as again. I'll just say, like, chock full of quality stuff and just constantly going forward and no messing around whatsoever. Didn't have to do that, but it did. And it makes me want to listen to Return of the Mack in its entirety, which I don't think I've ever done.
You will.
I probably will within the next 24 hours, if not on the ride home. But yeah, enjoyed it quite a bit. Perfect selection for this month. And yeah, that's all I can say about it. I can't think of anything negative. For what it went for, it did it.
Chris?
Oh, Sweet Surrender, of course.
It's Sweet Surrender. Hell yes.
Yeah, I've got nothing to add. There's no need to add anything. I mean, title, vibe, backstory of this guy. I mean, it's just, he's the German-British R. Kelly, and we're big fans of Kells on this show, and there you go. Yeah, absolute wonderful discovery there.
All right. Well,
All right, Hammond, I got a question for you.
Paul Stanley wants to know if Horny is a rock and roll boner classic, as voted by the 3 rock and roll boners in this room. Paul Stanley says, should I get the original band back together in the makeup, or should I go this direction?
And when we tour the UK,
Yeah, this would be a good
Is this
Soul Station cover to do. Horny, like Mark Morrison. This is another one of those songs that you gotta imagine it was just a fun day in the studio when they cut this one.
It feels like it.
And how could you not have? I mean, who is laboring through this song? I mean, looking at it as I got to finish up Horny today. I'm not looking forward to going to the studio. That conversation never took place. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
My vote's in.
My vote is in. Mark only put out 2 albums. Unbelievable. What's he doing?
Well, he's getting in trouble with the law.
I guess so.
Well, he's only in his early 50s. There's still plenty of time.
He's got time. Yeah, when was he born?
72. It said.
72. So he was a pretty young guy. 24 when this came out. Wow.
Man. You get that kind of success at a young age, you're going to make some mistakes.
Yeah, for sure. I can't imagine.
Not that sending an imposter to go to your court dates is necessarily a mistake.
No.
I think it's a masterstroke, but I'd be interested in how that ruse was blown up, because that's the problem. Is you make a mistake in terms of the final execution of it. The actual idea is brilliant. You just have to execute it from start to finish.
I'm assuming the problem was that he was promoting a tour at the time. It wasn't a secret. He's on the road doing. I don't even remember where he was doing shows, but he's on the road touring.
Could have been anything.
Yeah. Or he just told the wrong idiot friend.
Well, that's the thing. That's where the whole thing blows up. Is it's not airtight. You make mistakes. When you it feels like you're getting away with it, the ego kicks in. You think you're indestructible, and then you make mistakes.
Yep.
Started laughing at some of the song titles off of his second album.
No, I didn't even look.
Off of Innocent Man.
Innocent Man. What? Give me couple
give us
titles.
a couple.
Well, the one that made me laugh the most, I can't probably say.
Which one is it? I'll say it. Which one is it?
Number 6 caught me off guard.
Oh no, I can't say.
Okay,
Chris can't
I thought
say
it was
either.
just. I thought it was just a curse word, but no. Yeah, I can't say that.
That one caught me off guard.
I can only imagine.
You got damn, damn, damn. I wonder if they riff off of the classic Florida Evans scene in Good Times when she learns of James's death. Yeah, I can't say that. I thought it was a simple curse word.
It's just another
that's
taboo.
not coming out of my mouth and into a microphone.
I don't see it.
Maybe it's not on.
Well, it's in initials up there. See it?
This one right here?
Yeah. It's N-word ain't no good is the name of this song.
Okay.
That one
Yeah.
caught me off guard there.
Okay. I see.
Not expecting it, but
Well,
Love You Bad is on there.
that's good. I like that. Oh,
Backstabbers. Is that a cover of the OJ song?
Black Stabbers.
Oh,
is the
Black
name of the song.
Stabbers. Okay. All right. Got it.
It's a Death Row release, his second album.
Jeez.
oh wow, really?
Yeah, it took a bit of a turn, I'm guessing.
Well,
as
no
far as
wonder.
the tone of everything.
Aligning yourself with Suge Knight. I mean, you can. You talk about thinking you can get away with anything and just giving the middle finger to the legal system. That's the people to align with back at that time. What, 96?
Yeah. Well, 96
Well,
was the first one. This is 2006.
06.
Oh, 2006.
10 years
Oh, wow.
between.
Yes. All right. Interesting story here.
Yeah. Can't wait to listen to this album too.
New favorite for Andy.
Loving
Mark
it.
Morrison.
So what made you think of Return of the Mack?
It's on my shuffle list,
Oh, you've
and it
got-
came up
okay.
one day in the last couple weeks, and I'm like, oh, that could work. It'd be fun. So I kind of earmarked it just in case.
All right. Well, did you say all our votes are in?
Yeah.
All right. Let's finish this out.
All right. Me first, I guess.
Me or you, me, Nick.
Okay.
Straight through the room.
All right. Rock.
Roll.
Bone. It's a perfect song for the theme month.
It's an instant classic.
It is.
No question about
It's
it.
a great way to put it. It's been
some songs, whatever it is, the title or the theme month, whatever it is, certain songs draw you in, and like you said, within 2 seconds you knew it was going to work, and instant classic for this show and just music in general, I think.
Well, I don't think anybody disagrees with us, but if you do,
I'm sure someone does.
There's no way.
They might not be listening, but they disagree.
I don't believe it.
That's just the fucking way it is.
No way.
Nobody disagrees?
0. How could you? How could you? Well, if you do,
we'll see.
You're out of your mind. It's foolish. All right, what do you guys say? Let's take a quick commercial break.
Let's do it.
Right back with a Yardo Questions.
I don't get yards of questions. Motherfucker, I give them.
Sing away.
Yes, Chief.
Let's dig into the archives here. What?
Well, this is our first week, and we're going to have 5 episodes this month?
That's what the calendar says.
So plenty of time for listeners to submit new yards themed around this month.
September-worthy yards. Andy's digging deep over there.
am.
Not finding anything?
I think this is a good one.
Okay.
I don't think we've done this. This is going back a ways.
That's what you wanted.
Yep. This one comes to us from Donnie Steele.
Hello, Donnie.
Donnie says, "Hey guys, this is pretty old, so happy anniversary. Love the show. I'm a musician myself, not a very good one though, LOL. So love that you add in interesting comments on various parts of the music, such as production, etc. It's a perfect combination of comedy and seriousness. Here are my questions." All right, Donnie, let's see what you got here. This looks good. Question 1. I think we know the answer here. Are you a fan of sax solos and songs? I love them. I'm a big 80s music fan, and I love those sax solos and pop songs during that decade. They were excellent. I really feel like we're missing out now.
He's right.
Yeah?
Yeah, we 100% are all on board with that.
Yeah.
In fact, he brings up the 80s. I heard one at the gym this morning. The whatever music service they use, I would go to this community center over here, the Lincoln Center over in Highland. Mm-hmm. And it's this weird. It's dance pop, classic rock, and like 80s music, just all blended together. And today, Who Can It Be Now? Men at Work came on.
Yeah.
That sax solo where they do that musical breakdown. I was in between sets. I was, gasping for air, obviously, because I'm an old idiot. But I was listening to that, and I'm like, this is pretty cool for a pop single, for them to just do that totally different musical breakdown with the sax solo in there. I was like, this is great. You don't hear that kind of musical left or right turn, sax solo or not, in pop music today, at least that I've noticed. So I think they took more chances with it back in the day. And yes, of course, there was much more saxophone back in the 80s and earlier, obviously, and it should make a comeback. A wonderful instrument.
I found that it's at least the plasticky, the black vinyl saxophone that I have.
Oh, yeah.
It's not easy.
There's a lot going on.
It's pretty difficult. Yeah.
It's like, who designed the saxophone? very weird, odd instrument.
All those
with all
brass
the valves.
Yeah,
and
all the brass instruments are just absolute wonders.
yeah,
of
and they've never
technology.
really changed over the years either.
Not really.
Kind of like they've never evolved. Maybe they don't have to, but it's I mean, I was in the high school jazz band, and previous guest M.L. Elric was among the sax players, and that and I just would watch these guys in practice. It's like, how do you do it? How do you know where to put your fingers and stuff? I guess that's true of any instrument that you don't play, but it's just looking at that with all the valves and the buttons are all like in a random and not in a straight line, and they're different sizes. Very strange. Yeah, I don't think I could ever master the saxophone, but I loved listening to it, that's for sure.
All right, question 2. If you could be in any band ever, which one would it be? Most people would probably, without thinking deep, automatically pick their favorite band, but that may be a mistake. Metallica is my favorite band, but I'd go Kiss or Bon Jovi, as I think I'd have the most fun in bands like that.
I'd be in the Commodores.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What would you do? Guitar? Dance?
Guitar. Maybe I'd get a lead vocal on one of the albums.
Okay.
They traded off quite a bit. Getting in on some of that choreography.
Mm-hmm.
Have a big old afro.
Also good.
And those studded matching suits that they would wear. Could it be any more fun than that?
All those 70s bands, that ilk, Ohio Players, Earth, Wind and Fire, Brothers Johnson, all that incredible music.
And the string of hits.
Oh, sure.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to be in a band that had just a double album's worth of enormous hits.
Yeah, you're not lying.
A band that could tour forever, too.
Yep.
Yeah, they just didn't.
Yeah. Well, they had a long string though in the 70s.
They did.
Into the 80s, and then Lionel bolted.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising though that there was never a reunion tour of any sort. They just kind of kept doing their own thing separately. I think still both of them still are, both camps, but you'd almost think that they would get it together after all these years.
Yeah. So I think we had a question that was similar recently, and that's when Donnie said Bon Jovi, and I said I'd like to have been the road manager for Bon Jovi in the 80s.
Yeah.
For that same reason, just all the decadent fun those guys had, on stage and off, the legendary stories of, when they were recording Slippery When Wet in Vancouver, and just, recording, going to strip joints, back to the recording studio, back to the strip joint. I mean, who wouldn't want to be involved in that? But I'm gonna piggyback off what Nick said, and I'll be a little bit more specific. But I would have liked to have been a member of Kool and the Gang during the recording of the Emergency album.
That'd be fun.
Side 1 is just... You might find an album side that's equally good to side 1 of Emergency by Kool and the Gang. You will not find a better album side than that. Absolute perfection.
So it opens with Emergency.
Yeah.
Then what's next?
And it either... I can't remember... It doesn't go into Cherish, does it? Because that's the ballad.
Yeah, probably not so soon.
Would it be Fresh next?
It might be Fresh.
Then Cherish, and then Misled.
I got Misled, okay.
Yeah. All one-word titles. Brilliant stuff. Are you looking it up?
I am.
Andy got it. He got to it before I did.
Oh, show me the whole thing. So it's Emergency, Fresh, Misled, Cherish.
Oh, Cherish closes it out, huh?
Yep.
That's a bold move.
And Surrender, Bad Woman, You Are the One.
Yeah.
All you need, 7 songs.
Side 1, though, is just... a perfect album side. It can be equaled, it could never be topped. So I would have liked to have maybe been like a second rhythm guitar member of the band during the recording of that album.
Get a cool outfit.
How cool is it that bands in those days, if you were a fan, you got an album every year, and it had maybe 7 songs, like you said.
Yeah.
But a lot of good ones.
Right?
I mean, how great is that? You don't have to wait. It's every year these bands are grinding out.
And putting out quality material too.
There's something to be said about a forced deadline for a creative endeavor.
I think so.
Or for anything.
For anything, yeah. But
schoolwork, creative endeavor, yes. But
this is the job. You do, we'll make it up. You do 6 months of touring, 6 months of recording and writing.
Right.
Every year.
That's your job. That was the regimen.
Yeah, and you don't go on tour without an album.
Yeah.
So you're making that album.
Yep.
Didn't Creedence put out 3 albums in one calendar year?
Jeez, really?
69 or 70?
That's unbelievable.
It was something crazy like that, like 3 within a 12-month period.
And I'm sure there was a few good songs on each.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Psycho Sinners.
No, we're not talking about that.
I forgot how many albums that
I'm
was.
looking that up right now.
What was that? Was it like 8 albums in a day?
Yeah, you're right.
It's 3 albums in 1969. Bayou Country, Green River, Willie and the Poor Boys.
Wow.
And then 2 more in 1970. Unbelievable.
I mean, you could see why they burned out, but man, oh man.
And the first album was released in July of '68.
Oh, wow.
So I mean, just churning out classic after classic, and they were playing live shows. I don't know how extensive the tours were, but yeah, that's amazing.
That was '69. They played Woodstock that year, so they had at least that one big show.
Yeah.
Man, that is amazing.
All right, and question 3. Is there any instrument that isn't typically used in song? Trumpet. I'm assuming Donnie meant tuba, but he wrote tuna. Trumpet, tuna, accordion, whatever, that you think should be used more or experiment with. I think bands get a little too caught up in the guitar, bass, drums thing, as much as I love it. While you guys think about that, Donnie says. Anyway, thanks, guys. Looking forward to season 3. Thank you, Donnie.
We're in the midst of it, so. Unusual instruments.
Now, I'm not saying I am absolutely in love with it, but I'm looking it up right now just to get the artist. There is a very unusual instrument choice for a song, if I can find it. I may have to pass to Chris just for a moment while well, actually, here I should be able to find it. It should be worth the wait, just with the strangeness of it. Okay, Rufus Harley is the name of the jazz musician.
Yeah.
Played the bagpipes in something where you'd normally hear some sort of saxophone, like a jazz sort of environment. The lead instrument carrying the melody and all that is him on the bagpipes. And it sort of works. I mean, it does work, but it could be a little much because they're bagpipes, and you can't really do anything about that.
That's a tough one. Plus, I just picture the Dropkick Murphys or some bunch of dickheads like that using it. It just ruins it for me. But I think that could get away from you pretty fast. I think to utilize it in a way that wouldn't be overbearing or get old fast would be tough.
Yeah.
And it looks like he had an album come out in 2020. I thought he was he only was doing stuff, 60s, 70s, kind of older. But I'll just show Chris since he's right here. Here's one of the album covers. A lot happening there.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack there.
But
buffalo hat on.
I like when they mix it up with the instrumentation. I really do. Again, this is, I guess, like more of a jazzy thing. You're not going to really hear it in a rock song unless it's a ballad. But I like when they bust out a clarinet and it's got a nice tone.
You don't hear that much.
Yeah,
not that much, no. But like if you think of like the old Glenn Miller stuff, it was like you just had they were just droning notes, and it really set a mood, a really nice mood. Big fan of when the clarinet is used like that. But in rock stuff, what's the farthest that they get in kind of like basic rock music? Maybe just a synthesizer, just different sounds on there.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about saxophones already, which is a rarity now. Definitely wasn't years ago.
Right.
Yeah, I guess the most adventurous you hear it's electronic stuff.
Yeah.
And really using Pro Tools as an instrument, I would say.
Which is cool, but
which is fine.
It's kind of worn off to me.
It depends what you're doing, yeah.
So Jerry in the chat said more tubular bells, and that's initially where I was going. I was going to say, I'm surprised the Vibra Slap didn't catch on more because it's in at least two iconic songs, Sweet Emotion and Crazy Train. So there's a ton of percussion instruments that could have factored into something, but since we're kind of in the spillover from last week, a bit of a reggae frame of mind, at least I am. I'm going to say the melodica. You guys know what the melodica is?
I have one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The melodica is a handheld free reed instrument similar to a pump organ or harmonica. Features a musical keyboard on top and is played by blowing air through a mouthpiece. It fits into a hole in the side of the instrument.
Yep.
So that's the Mike Patton influence, right?
Yeah.
I remember him using one of those.
I did not know he used a melodica.
I don't know how often he did, but he did it in the This Guy's in Love with You cover. He played the solo section on it.
Because the main player of the melodica I know is from the world of reggae, specifically dub reggae. That would be Augustus Pablo, was known for having melodica on most of his songs, and it's just got an interesting tone that what you hear a lot of harmonica in rock music, or maybe even pop music, but it's similar sounding, but it's got its own thing to it. And I can't, other than it's just been revealed that Faith No More, was it Faith No More?
Yeah. Yep.
That was incorporated in that. I'd be curious to know what else the melodica has appeared in, but I think that's an unusual one that could add a little something different to conventional music.
Yeah, and they're pretty cheap. They're cool. It's a good thing to buy and keep around the house.
And does it have a bit of a? I mean, you said it's a harmonica sound, sort of, or is it more of like a woodwind kind of a sound?
No, it sounds more harmonica.
I think it
than
sounds
woodwind.
I think it sounds like harmonica, maybe even a little bit of accordion.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just
because the keyboard element.
Yeah.
So you don't really get one tone out of it at any given time, kind of like a harmonica, or is it?
No,
are you able to isolate?
No, you isolate everything because it's just a piano keyboard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that to me is what sums up the sound of accordion or a harmonica, is that you're not just playing one note, you're getting all other sorts of things going on.
Jerry asked, didn't the Hooters use a melodica? I don't know who the Hooters are, Jerry.
Yeah, that's an 80s band. I think they did, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, no, it's a good call on that. But nobody else Hooters and Faith No More are the melodica. users. So 2 bands out of how many hundreds of thousands of rock bands? We need more melodica.
Yeah.
But first, we need more saxophone.
Yeah.
Needs
Start
to
there.
make a comeback.
Start there. All right. Well, thank you, Donnie, for your Yardo questions. And if you want to submit a Yardo questions, please go to potofthunder.com. Click the little Yardo questions widget and send 3 questions our way. We'll answer them next week. If
It's
not,
my pick.
If not, we're going back to 1-star Google reviews.
Yep, there you go.
For melodicas.
Yes.
Yep, that could happen. All right. Well, I think it was a success.
Oh yeah, outstanding pick. I'm gonna have to. I gotta keep the momentum going next week. I think I will. I actually had a late contender come into my orbit myself within the past day or 2.
Yeah.
But I think I'm sticking with the one I've had in mind for a good 10 months now. I think I just need to get that in and get it over with. I'm confident about it, but then again, I was confident about my Jimmy Page "Wanna Make Love" selection last year, and I'm still astonished at the lukewarm reaction to that one. But
that's how it goes sometimes. We've all been in that position. All
so
right.
we'll see, but I'm ready.
Yeah. All right. Until next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is September.
That sounds a little melodica like that little melody line in there.